Hi everyone. So today we have Nancy Bakkemo. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes. So we are preparing ourselves for the Happy and Healthy conference. It's going to happen on the 29th of February. Just about 2 weeks more to go. And we're very, very excited. We want to bring on all our speakers to talk about roughly to give them more tips. Yeah. And hopefully that will entice you to want to come. And we want to just give out as much tips and tools. That's what we want to do. Yeah. So welcome, Nancy, to this speakers showcase.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
This is
Wonderful.
yes.
Yes. So Nancy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. First of all, I'm a mom of three boys. They're grown up, but they live together with me still.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this great relationship, I think, full of joy and a lot of fun. And yes, I really love to be with my boys. And then second, I'm a nurse. I just quit my job as a traditional nurse and I started working the 1st of February in Health Optimizing Oslo.
Mm.
So
That's
yes, that's
good.
my. I'm also a life coach, or I like to help people with the mindset. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what makes Nancy different is that the rest of the panel, they are mostly physicians, they are mostly coaches, but Nancy is still very much part of the health industry because she has been a nurse for how many years?
22 actually.
My goodness. Okay. 20 years, 22 years as a nurse. So I think as a nurse, she has more hands-on and more closer relationship perhaps with the patients because they see nurses tend to see the patients a lot more than the doctors, maybe, no offense. But that's the truth, right, Nancy?
That is true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Mm. So what do you want to say? Like if let's say I were to ask you, based on your experience as a nurse, right, dealing with patients, what do you think is the toughest for the patients usually? So some things that came up to you, like based on
Yeah.
your experience, what
Yeah.
what do you think is something that we should know about,
Uh,
being in the hospital?
yeah. I've been working around the whole of Norway, actually, the
Wow,
east of Norway, in each hospital, you name it. I've been there working
wow,
there.
yes.
So I've been working also in the emergency as an operation nurse. I've been working with the really ill people, the cancer patients that are going to die or thinking they're going to die. I'm working with them too.
Mm-hmm.
And so what uh, I think that what is actually the patients learned me is that they all have an idea of how their life is going to be, or they want to accomplish something, and then suddenly they get ill, really ill. And what I have seen is that nearly like 98% of the patients get really a lot of strength to cope with their disease. Like even they tell me, if we have these nice talks, by the bed, late at night when I was working night shifts.
Mm-hmm.
This woman was telling me, I was asking her because she was a mother of three kids,
Yeah.
and she was very young. And I said, "Where do you find the strength?" And she said, "I don't know. It just came to me because I wasn't like this before.
Mm-hmm.
I just got it. Like she got this strength from somewhere inside of her, I guess." And I also think that even, most of us know that you should be grateful for your life and, like this. But when you are working as a nurse,
Mm-hmm.
you see it every day. Like you see it all the time when you knock on the door. I was working with a home care for 10 years and I knocked on the door, and I came into the house and there is a person that cannot get up in the morning. And we were often two together to get this person up and suited for breakfast and everything like this. So I think what that taught me really was to be even more grateful for my life
Yeah.
and what I have.
Yeah.
I think that is, and I really loved being a nurse. Like I'm still a nurse, I guess. I will always be a nurse, I think, from my heart, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, how do you think people can come back up? Like when you are very, very sick, what's the best thing that can work for patients to recover faster if there is a way to that?
I think maybe for me and what I've seen is actually what I've just talked about, that a lot of people have this inner strength or this inner motivation that they bring out, and they don't give up, but a few, they give up. But I think for instance, after a brain stroke or a heart attack,
Yeah.
or if you get well from the cancer, I think it's to be, first of all, you have to be kind to yourself and nice to yourself and nourishing yourself, and not beating yourself up for not getting up. Maybe you have to go to the physiotherapist early in the morning, and on that day you can't cope with it. You have to wait till the next day. Then you have to nourish yourself and talk nice to yourself and say, it's okay that you rest for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the most important. And the second, of course, is to push yourself a little bit with the training. If you have had a brain stroke, you have to be, it's not what the physiotherapist does once in a week,
Mm.
but it's what you actually do and you dare to do every day at home with
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay. So one is self-love, and then
Yeah,
secondly is you have to be a little disciplined to do the work on your own and not just wait until the therapist does it
yeah,
with you. So you
that's
have to do a bit of homework.
that is really, I had this lovely man who was in his 60s, and he got this brain stroke, and he was very funny. And one day I said to him, "You're really good at the training." And he said, "I train by myself here in my apartment, and if I fall, I don't fall very far. I
Mm.
only fall on the floor, so it's not
Okay.
dangerous." So, but a lot of people are very afraid when they get, a disease like
Ah,
that.
I see. So they
There's
they don't want to practice at home because they're scared they're
no
gonna fall.
afraid to fall, yes. So that was, yeah,
Wow.
so they put a limit on themselves
Mm,
because they're afraid.
okay.
So,
I like that. I like what you said that they're putting a limit on themselves when actually they can go even further if they say they practice
yeah.
on their own. Yeah.
And
But
so
I
when
guess, sorry?
when I come as a nurse,
Mm,
I try to support them and make them feel safe.
mm,
Safety is really important, and when they feel safe, and I try to build them up so that they can, start believing in themselves.
mm.
That's really what I do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's a very important point that they have to do their own work. And again, I mean the fact that you have to do a little bit of homework on your own, that relates to self-love also. If you love yourself enough, you have
Yeah.
to contribute and push it yourself a little bit and give yourself uh more practice rather than waiting for the therapist to come. Right?
That is so true. It's like you're giving yourself a gift.
Wow.
So it's really important. And I think this is also, you can draw this line to all the things in life.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself enough time and love, and start with yourself. And from that point, you can accomplish so much more.
Yeah, yeah. And this thing about victim mentality, a lot of us have that, right? You feel like you're a victim, and especially if you're sick or if you're going through issues, right? Money problems or relationship problems, you feel like you're a victim. I am the victim here, and I feel so sad for myself when actually it should come from a place of love. Like I love myself enough. If let's say a relationship is not working out,
Mm.
who are you? Are you loving yourself first? So maybe you are like pining for this love from someone who is not giving you the attention. But at the end of the day, if you love yourself enough, it probably that's enough. Probably, I mean, it will how should I say? It will make you last a bit longer before you need to find that person. I want to talk a bit about the fact that. Sorry, Nancy, you want to add something?
Yeah, that's really
Go
true.
ahead.
What you said, yes. So I
Okay.
think, if you love yourself, then you will not be in the victim mentality, because you are actually creating everything in your life. So from that, if you love yourself, then you will also create only lovely things. Of course, it will come something like maybe you get a tax letter, or maybe you have some application you have to do or something, but that is just a part of the path. It's not an obstacle, actually. It's just something to learn.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, that's true. But I want to talk about the fact that you are, a mother of three, and that you have lots to do, right? And then you have a full-time job. Like at least you're still gonna have a full-time job, from now on. How do you manage? I mean, how do you juggle everything? How I mean, because I think a lot of mothers out there feel like, what does self-love, people talk about self-care, and then going to, oh, self-care, when you think about self-love, people think about self-care, and self-care, people tend to think about, oh, I have to go for a massage, I don't have time, I don't have money, okay, or maybe a single mother like you, right, we have three kids, and I don't have that. And then people say, oh, spend more time with your friends, or go out for a movie with your friends. And people say, no, I don't have time, I don't have money. So what will you say about that? I mean, based on your experience as a single mother, you have a full-time job, you have three boys, so tell me what you do.
What I was doing actually all the time since I became a mom is that I've been always been training a lot, because I grew up in a sportsman family. And so my father was a ski jump trainer, and my brother was a really good soccer player when he was young.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of training, and always talking about training, and I did lots of stuff. I even did ski jumping, and I did cross country skiing, I did taekwondo. I've done everything, playing soccer, handball, everything. So what I did when I became a single mom was that was kind of built into me, that I had to go to the gym. But after a while, I felt that wasn't enough. I wanted something more. I felt good after the training, but after the next day or after some hours, I didn't feel like really joyful and happy. So I was going inwards with myself and using YouTube. There is a lot of nice meditations there, and a lot of funny videos and stuff. So I was like just lying on the bed, and putting these earphones in my ears, and I went into my own space, like just to nourish myself and try to feel better from the inside, together with the training I was doing at the gym. And so what I can do, or what mothers can do, it's like small things, I think. Like for me to make a cup of tea, light some candles, and listen to some music maybe, or I love to dance. So to dance a little bit or stretch a little bit. And there is one more thing that I found out. Like last year, I was looking for some things. You always think about that to make you happy and joyful, there must be a big thing happening, like on the outside, that big thing happening. And I was thinking, no, I think there is something else. I need to find a small thing that is important for me. What makes me laugh and makes me feel like, tingling in my body and like this, except from love. Love is like this, but yeah. And then I remembered that my father was a mechanic, a car mechanic, and I used to grow up with a different car outside in the yard every week because he actually had a lot of cars that he could borrow from the shop he was working.
Mm.
And so I started to remember, oh my God, I love driving my car.
Oh.
2 years ago, I bought myself a new Audi, and it's not going very fast, but I love to be in my car. It's
Yeah.
like that is what gives me joy.
Yes.
You know, listening to music, driving far, or just take the car and go to somewhere on a Sunday. That gives me really joy.
And
And
I
then I
think
see the car.
so, nice. Yeah. I think Abraham Hicks, I think she talks about this, right?
Yeah,
What is the what gives you inside that space, right?
yeah,
So whatever it is, it could be
yeah,
spending time with your dog,
yeah,
taking a walk. It doesn't have to be something big. I like what you said, that it doesn't have to be something what really makes you happy, because I agree with you. I love to drive also. I find it very relaxing to drive,
it
even,
is.
well, not on the highway. It's not so relaxing on the highway, but normally it's very very like you put on some music and then you just drive, I think and I think Norway, I mean, the sceneries, the nature, it's
Yeah,
just calming. So that is as simple as that. But I like that. So I think we're gonna end on that. So I want everybody to think about what is the one thing that really makes you happy, that's easy, that does not cost money, that
yeah,
does not require so much of arrangements.
yes,
And it could be a simple thing, picking up a phone and call someone that always, makes you happy. So I hope we have at least one or two or three, because I have a few people whom I will always call. If let's say I need a pick me up, or no, not just not about bad things, good things. If let's say,
yeah,
I just want to share something. The other thing also, what I find it really helps is to share something great. Like when you
yeah,
call someone and share about something good, it says out the ripple effects. You know,
yeah.
you are sending more positive vibrations, and that reflects on you as well. Yeah,
That's really true, actually.
yeah. Do you want to add anything else? So Nancy is going to be speaking about 5 ways to be happy.
Yeah, I think so, yes. At
Yes.
least I will talk about ways to be happy,
Mm-hmm.
and I will give the audience some tools how they can change if they have some negative feeling. Because it's so important that I think that people don't know actually that, and that I learned from a doctor actually, that was a cancer oncologist. And, you have to
Oncology
kind of,
is cancer.
yeah,
In case
yeah, you
everybody
have.
don't know, oncology is cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cancer. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a cancer doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, so what is important is that if you have a lot of worries and a lot of sadness inside your body,
Hmm.
it will eventually, in time, it will store in your body, and
Oh.
it might turn up as a disease.
Hmm.
That is why I'm so into the happiness and the joy, because it's so important, because yeah, I think people can relate to that if they think
Okay.
about people having a disease. And yeah,
Yeah, very important point. So this is our last tip for the video. Just remember that all kinds of worries, all kinds of grudges or negative feelings, they can sit in your body, and they can actually lead you to a chronic illness. Wow. Thanks for that, Nancy. We needed to hear that. That's a very important piece of information, and that makes it even a bigger motivation as to why we have to make ourselves happy. We are in the
yeah,
power. We have the power to do it. We have the power to make
yes,
ourselves happy. All right. Oh, wonderful. Okay, Nancy, we'll see you on the 29th of February. Ekling Ambarik Shino. And for everyone else, please let us know if, let's say, you need help, or whatever that all your inquiries, just let us know. Okay. And buy your tickets, everybody. Bye.
yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Bye.